Hey there, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at the dancing plague of 1518. So let's dance. Yeah, I don't know that song. But now is probably a good time to mention that this isn't exactly a fun, lighthearted topic. There are some seriously disturbing aspects to it. Viewer discretion is advised. July of 1518, Strasbourg, a city in present-day Germany, was in the midst of summer festivities. For the previous 2 weeks, locals had been celebrating the annual Corpus Christi parade with music, dancing, and general merriment. Then, on July, something strange happened. A woman identified only as Frau Troffea began dancing in the street. At first, onlookers were amused by her frenzied gyrations, but soon she collapsed from exhaustion. She would recover somewhat and continue dancing until she died 4 days later on July. It is important to note that this was not an isolated incident. In the weeks prior, several other women had exhibited similar symptoms. And over the next few months, more than 400 people would suffer from the same affliction. Most of them women, though there were at least 15 men among them. But why? What was causing these otherwise healthy individuals to collapse from dancing for days on end? Today, historians believe that the dancing plague was a case of mass psychogenic illness, aka mass hysteria. But that doesn't really answer the question, does it? Well, according to historian Dr. John Waller, who has conducted extensive research on the subject, the dancing plague was most likely the product of several highly stressful circumstances that had been building up in Strasbourg over the previous 2 years. In 1516, the city had suffered through a particularly harsh winter, leading to widespread famine. Food shortages continued into the spring and summer of 1517, and an outbreak of deadly plague followed soon after. The population of Strasbourg, which at the time was around 25,000, was devastated. It is estimated that between June 1517 and April 1518, 60% of the city's population perished. Those who survived the plague, however, didn't have much to celebrate. Not only were they still dealing with food shortages, but the economy was in sharp decline and many people found themselves in dire straits. To make matters worse, a fire broke out in May 1518, destroying over 200 homes and displacing hundreds of families. As Dr. Waller puts it, the dancing plague occurred in the context of a community terrorized by recurrent epidemics and famine. With people already weakened by malnutrition, when the dancing started, many people were close to starvation. So while we may look back at the dancing plague today and view it through a clinical lens, it's important to remember that the people of Strasbourg were genuinely terrified by what was happening to them. No doubt it felt like something demonic or divine was possessing them. But if stress and hysteria were the driving forces behind the dancing plague, why did the afflicted individuals dance? Why didn't they scream, cry, or run around in circles? Well, according to Dr. Waller, dancing was actually a sign of relief for those afflicted. It was their way of coping with the stress and trauma they had endured. Basically, the dancing plague was so much a disease as a mass emotional and psychological reaction to extreme duress. Though the dancing plague eventually came to an end in September of 1518, historians still haven't been able to pinpoint exactly what caused it. There are several theories out there, including one that posits that it all started when a group of women were gathering in the forest outside of town and dancing in a ritualistic manner. Whatever the cause, the dancing plague serves as a reminder of the very real ways in which our minds can betray us. When we are under extreme physical and psychological stress, and it makes you wonder, could something like this happen again? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out another one I did on the strange and mysterious illness that plagued the Habsburg royal family. As always, thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.